Hello. So when I was a child, I was fascinated with outer space. I recall going to my grandparents' house and turning on the TV, yes, like that, to watch Cosmos with Carl Sagan, and going to the library and scouring through books on facts and figures about the solar system, the universe. Why did I do this? I was fascinated. Could this even exist? So far away. It was mystical. But I'm not here to tell you about the virtue and importance of outer space. We'll have another great speaker to follow to do that. No, I'm here to tell you about an equally mystical and expansive world of microorganisms. But unlike celestial bodies, microbes are here on us right now, in this room, on our hands, on our chairs, in the air, and we could all say, yuck. And I think we're owed that after the past few horrible years of our pandemic, just underscoring the importance of these microorganisms, how one virus could change our lives so dramatically. But don't worry, most of the microbes in this microbial world do not cause us harm. In fact, they do good. Just as telescopes and satellites have transformed how we see outer space, so too have the technological advances of the past 30 years revised our version, our understanding of microorganisms. To give you a little bit of a picture of what we found. We now know the vast genetic diversity of microorganisms on our planet. We can only grow in the lab and understand them less than 1%. And what this means in the genetic diversity and the functional potential is that we look just like our pets, cats and dogs, compared to the expansive functional differences of microorganisms. Let's talk about numbers. It's estimated there's 200 billion trillion stars in the universe. Well, there's 1 million more bacteria on the planet right now, 10 times more viruses than bacteria. We have all the other microbes. We really, truly are outnumbered. So then it's not so surprising when I tell you how important these microbes are. 60% of our Earth's biomass is microbial. They're important to grow all of our crops, all of the plants. Clean air, clean water rely on microorganisms. Our own bodies are filled with trillions of them right now. There's more bacteria in our digestive tract right now in each of us than people ever lived on Earth, so the total of human population. What are these microbes doing? They're digesting that food we just ate and our drinks, giving us energy, protecting us against pathogens, even signaling to our brains, changing our behavior, our moods. They're important. But for me, the most tangible way I can think of microbes in this microbial universe is through foods. Of course, we've seen rotting fruits and vegetables or had foodborne illness, but there's much more to microbes than that. Microbes make the food we eat. They make fermented foods. Fermented foods are just that, just like this beautiful plate of sauerkraut, kimchi, bread, beer, wine, yogurt, cheese, and let's not forget coffee and chocolate are only around because of the microbes that make them. And beyond this, they're really important for our culture. They take us back to our earliest humans and are propagated by all cultures around the world today, even though may not know what a microbe is. So with all of this power of microbes, I'm going to give you a few imagine ifs. Imagine if we could see the unseen and understand our microbial world. Imagine if we had a device that we could attach to our phones and take a little bit of saliva or swab, and within minutes tell us what microbes we have or maybe we don't have and need, or their enzymatic potentials. We could take this to our pharmacist or physician, and they'll prescribe us or tell us which microbes we should take. Our lab and others have already found that certain microbes can really change our health. They can help keep off the pounds. They can also repair damaged intestinal lining, improving gut health, and many other ways. But we're really just at the cusp of understanding this as we explore the microbes on our body we know as the microbiome. Imagine if we could stop the spread of antimicrobial resistance. We're on track within 30 years to have more people die of bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics than people die of cancer. We need to find solutions quick. So to do this, myself and a team of an interdisciplinary team internationally, we're looking at addressing this for farm animals. They use more antibiotics each year than we receive as people. And if we could do this by building a better microbiome from birth, for people and for animals, we'll reduce the need for antibiotics and therefore antibiotic resistance spread. Another imagine if is imagine if we could use the billion tons of food waste we throw away every year. Instead of putting it into the landfill, we use microbes, like the microbes used to make sauerkraut, to give us new products, new fermented foods, new flavors, changing not only the safety of our food supply, but also the sustainability in our planet. And lastly, imagine if we not only had NASA, but we also had the National Microbes and Humanity Administration, bringing together scientists like microbiologists like myself, scientists of all disciplines, but also experts in humanities and arts, the public and lawmaker, to take a radically different view of our microbial world. And I'm so proud to be saying I'm doing this here with others in the humanities and elsewhere to take another look at fermented foods. And instead of just extract the microbes, but to work with the people who've made these foods for centuries, out of respect and understanding of the many different ways that we can look at microorganisms. So with this, I'm going to leave you with a saying that was attributed to Carl Sagan, and that is, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be found. Thank you.